Hello, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast. Hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful to connect with you, wonderful to say hi, hello, ouch, how do you do? What's going on with you? For those of you who will be live, yes, 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 and yes. For those of you who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those of you who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I can appreciate that. And then for those of you who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. It is wonderful to connect with you, to say hi, what is going on in your world. Hey, beloved. Hey, hey, hey. Today, we are talking about this notion of your automatic thoughts. Do they serve you well? The habitual thinking, right? That's what we're still talking about, our habits. We're talking about our habits, but today we're focusing on our automatic thoughts. We have trained ourselves to think the way we think, right? We have trained ourselves to think in those ways. And so, whatever it is that you automatically think in situations, it is because that's the way you think in situations. And once you realize that that is the case, it becomes very important for you to shift your thoughts, to choose better feeling, more life giving thoughts, right? To shift your thoughts, choose better feeling, more life giving thoughts. If your thoughts don't serve you well, do your thoughts lead you to feel good? Or do they leave you to fear? Do they leave you to anger? Do they lead you to frustration, anxiety? Do they lead you to hopelessness? If they don't lead you in the direction that you want to go, feelings, actions, habits, if you have a thought, when you know you need to get up and work out, you need to get up and honor your body, and your thoughts saying, we can do it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it now. Do your thoughts, those thoughts don't serve you well. They don't serve you well. They don't give you what you need, right? They just simply do not serve you well. So if this is the case, you got to shift that thought. You need a better feeling thought, right? A better feeling thought, a better producing thought, right? So whatever thought you, so we've got to monitor, think about our thinking. We've got to think about the thoughts that we think, not from a place of judgment, not from a place of any of those things, but just from a place of, okay, these are my thoughts, and let me see, do I want to keep them? Or do I want to release the thought? I release you and choose something better. That's within our ability to do. Now, I'm not saying it's easy, because the thoughts that we automatically think, we've been thinking them a while, and we think them often, even if we don't realize that we do. We do. And so, since that is the case, it is vital and it is important for you and I to monitor our thoughts and decide as to whether or not these thoughts work for us, or if they do not work for us. Do they work for us, or do they not work for us? Right? We have to decide. We have to make that decision about our thoughts. And so, beloved, um, Tanya, good morning, dear. Good morning. So good to see you. So, we think what we think because it's what we've trained ourselves to think. We think what we think because these are the thoughts that we've chosen to own time after time after time after time. So when we want to change a pattern of thought, we have to know, from one, we got to know that it exists, number one. And then number two, we have to make a decision that this no longer serves me, so I'm going to choose differently. We don't fight thoughts. We can release thoughts. We don't fight them. I release you, right? We can do that. That's about all the attention I want to give a thought that doesn't serve me well, is to give it this walking papers. I release you. Well, we do it effortlessly. Effortlessly. I release you. And then we, after we release, then we choose the line of thought that serves us better. I am is a powerful statement. I am light, love. I am free. I am abundant. I am divine. We have divinity flowing within us, right? I am whole. I am wonderful, right? So we want to be careful as to what I am, what we put after I am, because that's an affirmation, right? Affirmations work, and we affirm things all the time, right? We are always affirming, and oftentimes we're affirming negative things. Oftentimes, negative things are being affirmed, and we don't even know it because we're not paying attention to our thoughts, right? We're not paying attention to our thoughts. We're not paying attention to um, the words we say to ourselves all the time. Good morning, Dorian. Love you back. Thank you. I am God, the creator. Okay. Hi, love. How are you? How are you? Good to see you. Good morning, Tanya. Good morning. Good morning. And so I am's, right? And so um, what we have, what we believe, comes from what we think, right? It comes from what we think. It comes from what we believe. It comes from where we focus our energy. It comes from where we put our attention, right? It comes from that. And so I'm inviting us, right? I'm inviting us to focus on, right? Focus on the things above and not below. Focus on that we are the head and not the tail. Focus on that we are wonderfully and fearfully made, right? Created by the master creator, right? Focus in the way that gives us, like Neville Goddard says, that I am God and God is me and we are one. Yeah, I think I've heard that from Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. Yeah. I think I've heard that, love. I'm sure I've heard it. I listened to some of his things. And we are one, right? We are indeed one with God. And I am so very grateful. So very grateful for that. So very grateful. Thank you for being on this morning. And Erica, good morning. Hey, honey bun. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, where is the focus? Your automatic thoughts, do they serve you well, right? Do they serve you well? If you believe that you cannot, that you don't, that you won't, that those kinds of things, then we have what we say, right? Our words are seeds, are powerful, powerful seeds, and we have what we say, right? We do. We have what we say. And so, um, in either direction. Now, I'm not saying this is magic. I'm not saying that you could just say something, but it's not just what we say. It's not just saying, but it's also what we really believe. Because sometimes we don't have what we say because we don't believe what we say. So it's not. Papa doesn't provide us with what we say. Papa provides us really with what we believe, right? So we might be saying something on the outward, but inwardly, what is our true dialogue about that thing? That true dialogue, that's where manifestation comes from, right? That's because that's what we're sowing. The true dialogue. If in our heart of hearts we believe that we are not right at value, accepted, any of those, then that's what we will experience in life because, right? That's what we experience um, uh, because that's what it is that we are available for. That's what we will experience because that's what we are available for. And so you got to check your self-talk. You got to check your inner dialogue because that's going to give you insight, revelation to what you are actually available for. It will. It'll give you insight, it'll give you revelation to what you are available for. And so I love this idea, this realization. I love the idea of let's monitor our thoughts. Like we don't have to be neurotic about it, right? And one of the best ways of knowing that a thought has just gone awry is to pay attention to how you feel. And if your feelings begin to dip down into the lower frequency feelings, if they begin to dip down into those heavier feelings, right? Then it's time to ask yourself, what did I just say to me? What am I saying to me? What's happening up here? What's happening in here? And to check that out. And what you will notice is that you're having some inner dialogue that does not serve you well. You're having some inner dialogue that simply does not serve your soul well. So I invite you, beloved, to just begin to pay attention to your automatic thoughts. Pay attention to what you're saying to yourself, right? I want to invite us to our self-love course. I want to invite us. The course begins on Tuesday the 16th. It is a 4-week course. Self-love, a gift you give yourself. You loving you first so that you have an abundance to love others with. You pouring into you first so that you have an overflow to pour into other people, right? You taking care of you first so you have availability to be able to take care of others, okay? It is not selfish. It's not self-centered. It's not wrong. Any of those things. Actually, it's the best thing that you can do. Because wearing yourself out, taking care of others, just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to do that. You first, beloved, you first. So join us in the course, self-love course. I don't see the link. Can you text it to me? Oh, I don't know that be happening yet. Let me text it to you, dear. Let me text it to you. So yeah, it's so interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out what be happening. Why you don't see stuff sometimes. I mean, I'm sure there are others who don't see it as well. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what that's about. But thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And the link is it on my tree link? Let me see. I think I put it Linktree. I think I put it on my Linktree as well. I think I started to and didn't quite finish it. So yeah, we will make sure because this is an easier. And we're working on the website. We're getting the website updated so that all these links and things like that will be on the website. So we getting there, y'all. We are getting there. And I'm so grateful. I am so totally grateful about change and improvement and all of those kinds of things. So thank you for being here. And thank you for taking the journey with me. Okay, I texted to you, sis. So what we think matters, what you think matters, because what we think will determine how we show up in the world. What you think, what I think is going to determine how we show up in the world. If we think powerful, if we think abundant, if we think freedom, if we think empowered, then we will show up that way. If we think love, we will show up that way. But if we think suspicion, if we think doggy dog, if we think limitation and victimization, that's also how we show up. And so we want our thoughts to be more often than not on the empowered. Thank you, sis. Thank you. We want our thoughts more often than not to be from an empowered place, That self-love course is going to be the bomb. It's going to be fire, as Tanya says. It's going to be fire. It is my flagship. It is my primary work. It is the work that Papa has, it's my first book, Self-Love, A Gift You Give Yourself. It's my first work. It is the work that Papa planted in my soul. It's what started this whole thing here, the self-love journey. It started for me in 2010. The book started in 2010. The journey has been a few decades now. And it's my favorite thing to do. It's my favorite thing to talk about. It's my favorite thing to share. It's my favorite thing to lean into, and to invite the entire universe to, right? All the peoples, all of Papa's beloved, all that Papa created, I'm inviting to love. And his creation, except mankind, loves themselves well. Like they care for themselves. They give themselves what they need. Their creation does not like turn in on itself. Only humanity does that. So I'm inviting us to kind of look at creation, and creation will give itself what it needs, regardless of what humanity is saying. I'm inviting us to move in the same direction, to do the same kind of things, and we will be blessed beyond it. So your automatic thoughts today, you are invited to shift from any thought that does not serve you well. And don't fight with the thought, beloved. By all means, whatever you do, do not fight with it. Because if you fight with it, then it's going to get stronger. Anything you give your attention to, your focus on, and those kinds of things, it will get stronger. It'll get stronger. Even if you're saying, I don't want to think this thing, I don't believe this thing, I don't da. The thing is the subject, and the subject keeps coming up, and your brain keeps hearing the thing, right? So we always focus in the direction we want to go. We always talk about and lean into the things that are most important to us, the things that we want more of. That's what you talk about. And another strategy is you talk about it as if it is now. Scripture says, call those things that be not as though they were, right? As if they already exist. So talk about them as now. I am love now. Like I am full, abundant now. Abundance is now. Freedom is now. Grace is now. Happiness is now. Right? So, and so you can, play with it. I love, whatever the thing that you want. I love that I am there. I love that I am a worldwide, international, highly sought after speaker, workshop facilitator. Yeah. And the stuff. The list goes on and on and on and on. It does. Believe me, I got a long list. I'm so crazy because you waking up having this broadcast, you feel so connected to everyone. I never met everyone on your program, but I feel like they're my brothers and sisters. That's the love that you're talking about. It's good to be connected. You're right. You are right, Erica. And we ran into that with my birthday. The Letitias had never met each other in person, but because they've been in the rooms that we have so often, they're in LTE. They both will do the 5 a.m. They both will do different courses and things like that, revolutions, because they've been with each other online so much. It's like they knew each other but had never met. And so at my birthday, the last leg of my birthday at Kim Curl Jones' house, when we did hustles, we did dancing, they hugged like so, because they were like sisters already who had never physically met. So it is. I love connection. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I won't have it any other way. I am going to connect all over Papa's universe, all over the world, all kinds of people, places, things, situations. If I connect, I will connect. I am going to, because I want to, because I believe in connection. I believe in us. I believe in us, and I believe in connection. And I believe in making it so. So yes, I will absolutely connect no matter what. No matter what. I will make sure that I am connecting. Yep. Yep, and yep. So, beloved, what what was I going to say to you? Is, oh, my mind is on something else that I got to take care of today. And we're out of time. Okay, beloved, make sure that you sign up. Make sure that you sign up for the self-love course. And queens, today is the deadline to sign up. We got to give my number tomorrow. So if you're going, you got to let me know, because we will be submitting the number tomorrow. All right. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, relinquished. We gave up the right to not be amazing. I love you. I appreciate you. I value you. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye for now.